Hi everyone, welcome to Connerty Meadows Farm. My name is Ricky, and today my strawberries have overtaken with their runners, and they've overtaken a section I put them in my raised beds last season. I just threw them in because I didn't have a lot of space. They took a quarter of my entire raised bed this season, so I wasn't very successful in growing on my arches because of that. So what I'm going to do today is this nice pile of wood behind me here. We got this on Marketplace. A sawmill up the road was giving away free wood. So we went and we got some. It's not the greatest wood, but it is going to build me a strawberry bed. So let's go ahead, let's get that baby started because I desperately need it.
Going to give you a quick idea as to where the strawberry bed's going to go. It's on the side of the house here. You can see the blueberry bush there. There's the house I'm panning over. That's the row of blueberry bushes. The asparagus bed is there on the right, and then the pile of wood is where the strawberries are going to go. I called Thomas in to help out. He always seems to like building projects, or either that or he doesn't like me playing with his power tools, but you know, whichever. It still gets the job done. Those were the pieces of wood I picked out. I wanted them round sides out. He wanted them round sides in. Since he was helping them build, round sides in it is. So that's what they're going to look like. At this point, they're just laid out. And then we take some of little 4x4 spikes and we stick them in beside it just to help it with the bowing out. I kind of like the wavy design of the natural wood. So here you go. You can see my little spikes down into the ground. Those actually go down 18 inches to 2 feet, and that's just to help it from bowing out. We filled it with a mix that I made. It is a mix of peat moss, sand, and black topsoil, and I mixed the three of them together, and I put it in the bed. And of course, we did put poop from the horse from last winter on the very bottom. And this was one of 2 wheelbarrows of strawberry runners. You can, I'm sure, appreciate why they needed to get planted. There was an excessive amount of them, and I really hate to see plants not live. These guys were growing roots, and they were trying to grow their roots through the black fabric barrier. Look at the pile of roots there. They were desperate, but they couldn't make it through the black fabric barrier. So this is just a little over half of the garden planted at this point. And you can see I had to squish them in. I really should have made 2 beds, but this was the garden bed that I pulled them out of. So you can see all of the dirt there, that all of the missing dirt was actually where all these strawberries took over. Insanity. It's been about a month. Let's have a revisit of this bed. You can see it is very densely planted in there. I am going to have to thin this come spring, but at least for now, they are in the ground and they are alive and they have somewhere to go until I can again separate in the spring. But you can see if I move some of this stuff aside, look at all that new green growth. Here, have a look deep inside. You can see, if you look down there, there's a nice little wee guy. So these should all have enough root system to survive the winter cold.
The only thing I have left to do with this bed before winter actually sets in hard is I've got to cover it with leaves, and there are piles of leaves around. I'm sure you can see. So I'm just literally going to rake up all of these leaves and I will put them on here to bed them down for the winter. I don't trim back any of the runners or any of the plants. I just let that all be a natural mulch for them. Thanks for hanging out with us today at Connerty Meadows Farm.